Sounds wonderful. Well, we're always excited about the Power of Pink meet. I can't believe it's the 18th year. I love how it gives our ladies an opportunity to really compete for something way bigger than ourselves, to be able to increase awareness for breast cancer, to be, to early detection and all of those things, because there isn't really a person that hasn't either indirectly or directly been affected by breast cancer. So it's always an honor to carry on the legacy that was created 18 years ago. And it's kind of cool to see it, manifest into other sports. Going back to a recap of this weekend at the University of Georgia, we got a strong 197 road score, and we're happy with that. We replaced a 195 in the national qualifying system with that. At the same time, I think as a team, we could agree that we started strong, ended strong, but had a few holes. And that's what we're working toward, is hitting 24 for 24. It was great to have Lexi back in the lineup, in the mix on 3 events, and to see her score a 9.9 or better on all 3. Can't speak enough to Luisa having her best round of her career at this point and doing an eloquent, dynamite job in handling 4 events. I thought that Shania, as a freshman, she has competed every single week. She started strong, ended strong, and had some blips in the middle, but that's all about maturity and growing and learning how to come back, because to come back on beam after 2 mistakes is a lot of mental toughness. And I'm really proud of Maddie Walagora, because you can't speak enough for her leading us off on bars and then doing a great job on vault and knowing that she's in the mix to push the lineups as we move forward. And then, of course, a shout out to Makari, who was another standout performance in doing a wonderful 9.9 bar routine and then coming back with a 9.85 on beam. So it's kind of a recap of a lot of young women participating and making it a team effort. And that's where we're at right now.
Lexi, as she mentioned, you were out of the lineup for the Kentucky meet. And then, of course, there was the break. So you hadn't competed in almost the better part of 3 weeks. What was it like for you to come back and to have that kind of performance?
I was just really excited to get back into the gym and be back with my girls again. It was really hard for me to watch it, and I was just super antsy to get back in there and be back with my girls. So it was really fun. Yeah.
Luisa, as she mentioned, a career best 39.625 in the all-around, only your 3rd all-around of your career here at Alabama. How do you, what was that feeling like? Did it feel like it was special as you're going through it? And then how do you kind of build on that going forward?
Well, like you said, it's only my 3rd all around. So I think every opportunity that I get is just a new opportunity to do better. I just kind of take it like every single meet. Not one is more special than the other. I just take it event by event. I kind of stay in my own, I stay in my head, make sure I'm not worrying on the obstacles ahead. I just take it event by event, turn by turn. And yeah, I'm just enjoying the moment as it goes.
All right, sounds good. All right, let's mix it up a little bit. Robert, can you lead us off with your first question?
Hello, guys. Well, congrats on coming off your highest score of the season. How important is it to fight for every 10th when you guys are going against an LSU team whose season average is higher than your season high?
I think it's really important, but I think we're just really focused on getting everybody to do their job this Friday. And like Dana said, it being the Power Pink meet, it's always really fun to compete for something super, something that's bigger than ourselves. And so just to get into practice and focus on fighting for every half a tenth per person per routine is going to be huge. So.
All right, Katie.
For both Lexi and Luisa, it's been almost a month since y'all competed in Coleman. And even with how different everything is this year with reduced capacity and stuff, just talk about how excited you are to be back at home, especially for Power of Pink.
I feel like it's always a different atmosphere when we're at home. You can't really describe it. And I think our team does a really good job of creating that atmosphere, creating that energy. So I'm super excited to be back at Coleman. And like Dana said, that Power of Pink meet, it just brings it to a whole different level. And I think we know how important that is. And we love competing at Coleman, and we love competing for a cause.
Yeah, like she said, we're super excited to get back in Coleman. I think the energy, like you said, it is, kind of different this year with COVID, but we have done a really great job within our team to build that no matter where we are, but it always is different in Coleman. So we're excited to be back in there.
Michael, do you have a question for us?
Yeah, this one's also for Lexi and Luisa. So, of course, we already have COVID and everything, and just in these past couple days, we've gotten this terrible winter weather. Does that at all impact your routine? And do you let it impact your routine, I should say? And so, yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think as a team, we're all very well at adapting to changes. I think we've gotten good with it with this whole COVID stuff and just everything. We've gotten really well at adapting, and we've put in enough work in preseason, and we've done the routine. So we're trusting in our training, and so we're just adapting. We're rolling with it. So.
Yeah, just to add on, Dana always tells us to be Gumby, and that's exactly the process that we're in right now, due to the weather conditions and everything. Just doing all those mental choreography routines, stretching at home, it really adds up, along with our training. So I'm really confident going into this weekend.
All right, Robert, go ahead.
Could Coach Dana, could you speak to what the mindset and environment is going to be like in this meet?
Our mindset and environment is honestly to do what we've been doing, attack every single routine with joy and enthusiasm. We have talked a lot about this entire season, controlling what you can control. And our effort and attitude is what we can control. And I loved how the ladies shared, we've had to adapt, we've had to adjust, we've had to overcome. It's been an ongoing thing, honestly, since March 12th of 2020. And I feel like if anything, the maturity and the ownership that this team has shown us, it just makes, as a coach, you so proud because you're seeing them recognize that this is not just about now, but this will carry into the rest of their life, that we will always have obstacles that can become opportunities. And I shared with the girls the other day, I've never had more fun coaching a team. And I think that this situation, which we can't control, COVID, weather, ice, COVID testing, blah, 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 right? Just goes to show that we can overcome anything with the right mindset. So as far as how we compete, it is minimizing the distractions. It's focusing on the bamboo bubble and these young women just lifting one another up, just lifting each other up constantly, because this team is dynamite. And I am so excited for them to compete on Friday. I think that we love to win, and I think we hate to lose more than we even love to win at times. And so being in Georgia, knowing we left some things on the table only fires them up for this weekend, because we still want to go after the 24 for 24. And like Lexi said, everyone has to do their job, and they are completely capable and prepared to do that on Friday.
Katie, go ahead.
Bouncing off what you just said about the 24 for 24, obviously you didn't have that at Georgia, but you still managed to hit 197 for the first time and on the road no less. So what kind of building block is that meet for y'all for the rest of the season? This is for Dana.
I think it speaks volumes to what this team is capable of. I think and know for a fact that our execution, the way our routines are created and choreographed, and our ability to do high-level gymnastics, we have everything we need. And we just have to continue to grow and mature as a team and continue to go after it. We challenge the girls to look at this weekend as a practice toward being the best they can be so that we are prepared for championship season. And that's where it's all going to come down to. And I think they're really in a process of getting better every week. Really, if you look at our progress, every single week we've gotten better. And I know it's confusing to the fans that you can actually lose and move up in the rankings in our sport. And that just goes to show why the score and the performance is the most important thing we focus on, the performance.
All right, anything else?
Yeah, just one more for Dana. Like you said, obviously in this sport, you can lose a meet and still move up in the rankings. And obviously 197 last week was the highest score so far this season. So does that at all change your game plan heading into Friday night now that you know your ceiling is just a little bit higher than it was before?
Not at all. We are not focused on a score. I want to make sure I'm clear that we are focused on every single young woman competing being able to hit under pressure. That's what we want to do. And if we do that, then the outcomes will literally take care of themselves. You know, we're going against a really top-notch team this weekend. Every team in the SEC is a top-notch team, but this is even bigger because of the way the season has unfolded. And I just want our ladies to be confident and really, really have faith that they can do it.